Who let the dogs out?
We got Channel Beach. We got Channel today, so we don't have them. We just have no rainbows today. So we don't see any rainbows today. We got work to do, so we don't have. But Daddy's home, so Papa never come back ever. But new Papa's not coming today.
New Papa's not coming today.
Thank you.
Thank you. My husband's home today. He really blessed me by taking the animals out, so that was really cool. It was really cool to get that little break. Right now he's dispatching a rabbit for us. Later this month I'm going to do a video about everything that we've done wrong so far, which is a pretty extensive list, but one of those things being butchering and dispatching animals. It has been a learning process, to say the least. So today though I wanted to talk a little bit about my weight loss, health update of sorts. The update on my weight loss is not much of an update at all. I started a couple of weeks ago at 239.8 or something, so pretty close to 240, and as of this morning I'm 231, which isn't a huge weight loss over the course of a couple of weeks, but honestly at this point I'm really proud of myself, because I was talking to a friend last night and I mentioned that even though I haven't lost like a bunch of weight or a significant amount of weight, that I can tell from my food choices, because I've drastically changed my diet. Not too drastically, but it's drastic to me, because all of these easy go-to foods that I'm so used to eating, I don't eat anymore, and I'm being very deliberate about what I eat. Yesterday my husband and I, we went to this local grocery store that they serve lunch there. There's a playground, and so it's like it's a really cool place to hang out, and we went, and I just went galore on all this food, man. It was crazy. And so this morning my stomach hurts because it's no longer used to eating that crap. So whenever I last went to the doctor, I was told from my A1C, which is a blood test they run on you, that I'm pre-diabetic. And a little bit before then and since then I've been having blood sugar spikes. I get incredible mood swings around the time that I'm supposed to eat. And these past couple of weeks, whenever I was talking to my friend last night, I told her I realized that I haven't been having those. I haven't been feeling those things. I haven't really been eating foods that spike your blood sugars or full of artificial sweeteners or anything like that. I've been eating very whole foods based foods, and I can tell the difference in my body. So if I'm not seeing the difference in the scale, I'm definitely feeling a difference in my body. I'm still having inflammation, but I'm pretty sure it's because of the things that I am having a really hard time giving up. I have gotten myself down to 1 or 2 cups of coffee a day, which I feel is acceptable, but maybe honestly I could probably cut back more to just 1 cup a day. But I'm having a hard time giving up Coke or Diet Dr. Pepper, Coke if you're in Texas. Every time we leave the house, every time I'm running errands or anything like that, I'm quick to grab a Coke. So I've stopped buying them for the household, but I am still buying them. But otherwise, just coffee, Cokes, and store-bought bread. Those are the only things that I'm really having a hard time giving up. We like to eat eggs in the nest for breakfast, which is you take toast and you cut a circle in it and put an egg and you fry it on both sides. Delicious is what it is. But I'm having a hard time just giving up those 3 things: store-bought bread, Cokes, and coffee. So moving forward, what I would like to see for myself is by the end of this month, I would like to go from 231 into the 220s, starting at 229. I don't think that that's a drastic change. I think that's something totally doable. And something that I like to keep on my mind is that I don't have to lose 100 pounds. I don't have to lose 50 pounds, 20 pounds, 10 pounds, 5 pounds. I don't have to lose any of that. I have to lose 1 pound. Because if I lose 1 pound every week for a year, I've lost 52 pounds. Or 2 pounds a week is 104 pounds a year. And so I try to keep that in mind. I try not to overwhelm myself. I try to keep myself moving in the right direction with positive affirmations, but also realistic goals. In my brain, losing 50, 100 pounds, that's not a realistic goal. But if I can lose 1 pound a week, I feel like I can do that. And so that's the goal that I set for myself. And so by the time this month is over and we enter February, I believe that I can get down to 229. So I'm going to give myself that goal and hopefully see it through. I said before on my resolutions video that I was going to be counting calories. I've not been very strict with myself doing that, But moving forward, I'm going to be more mindful of it and really apply that, because I know that now I'm eating the right foods. My body tells me, yes, you're eating the right foods. And so I know that what I have to do is cut back on how much of those right foods that I'm eating. Because obviously with having gained weight up until the point that I have, my brain tells me like, yeah, that's normal, but obviously it's not. And so I need to be pretty proactive and stay on top of how much that I'm eating. Ugh, what am I trying to say? Am I forgetting to mention something? So we are a Christian household, and one of my New Year's resolutions that I probably didn't get across on my New Year's resolution video was that this year I really want to work on my relationship with God, and of course moving forward throughout the rest of my life. But how me and my husband are choosing to do that is by fasting. So one time a week we are going to stop eating at 6 o'clock on Saturday and resume eating 6 p.m. on Sunday, the following day. And so it'll be a 24-hour fast. I'm not sure diet-wise what kind of effect that's going to have on my body, if it's going to help me lose weight or anything like that. But it is something that affects my diet, even if it's not for diet reasons. But I did want to put that out there. So that's that. That's the update on my weight loss or lack thereof, and what I'm really doing now in terms of diet, and I'm not exercising. So, but I thought I could wrap this up. I want to show you what's in my greenhouse, what's been growing since last week, since I started all these seeds. Come on. Sorry for the dream effect that you might get whenever we're in here. It's pretty humid. Here, I hurt my finger last night, but here are our marigolds that are popping up. I've got some salmon zinnias coming through. Lemon basil is popping up over here. Some mammoth red cabbage is coming up. Some borage back here. And this is a fish pepper, I think is what's going to be a fish pepper. I've got violet asters, spicy globe basil. One of my nasturtiums are coming up. A calendula is that right there, and it's coming up. I've got one American flag leek popping up. Some more zinnias over here. These are candy cane zinnias, and I'm so glad that they're all coming up. Even if they end up being too big for spring, I'll plant way more. I love candy cane zinnias. They're my favorite flower. I've got a... that just looks like mold. That doesn't even look like anything that I've planted. Sometimes it's funny what pops out of all of this soil that you get, or potting mixes that you get. But over here, I just moved some of my zinnias and my red rock cabbage. I didn't want to waste them. I have seed guilt. So as I was saying yesterday, after I left my greenhouse, I have grower's guilt. Whenever it comes to having to thin out my seedlings and throwing away little babies that could turn into other plants, I get extreme grower's guilt. So what I try to do is I try to, whenever I'm thinning them, if I think that I have a viable seedling, I put it into a different cell so that it has a chance of becoming another plant. My husband's messing with me, which is a good time to introduce my husband.
Oh, no. Hi.
Say hi.
I'm balding.
You're fine. Say hi.
Hi.
So, thank you. Hi.
Hi.
Do you like homesteading?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're on a journey to health?
Sure. Yeah.
In what way?
Eating better
Yeah.
and staying active.
And it feels, to me, purposeful to have something to do on the farm every day, and you wake up feeling like you're, even if on like a really small scale, like you're needed for that day. So that's
Right.
a good feeling, yeah.
Early morning sense of accomplishment.
And I asked you yesterday, but our heads got cut off.
Not today.
Do you, how did you feel whenever I first asked you to homestead?
Apprehensive.
Yeah?
What's up?
That's beef jerky. That's mine. Alright. Are you going to be on the camera more?
I mean, I'm home.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. Say goodbye. See y'all later.